Hi guys, welcome back to another video on this channel. This is another speed build here and I am in love with this house. I always say that on all my houses, but this one is the bomb. Like, oh my god, it's gorgeous. It's just so up my street. Anyway, so this is actually kind of like a apartment type house. That's what I kind of wanted in this game, because obviously we don't have apartment buildings unless you build them, obviously, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's difficult to manage your Sims in an actual apartment, especially if you know your Sims aren't living together. I don't know, and obviously, and we don't have the locking doors thing yet, which hopefully we'll get. But anyway, moving on. This is called a loft apartment. Is kind of what I wanted to go for, because the top space, as you can see, that's kind of like dangling off, that's where the bedroom is up there, and then where like the top and the bottom kind of meet, I've left that kind of open so your Sim can just like look down at the kitchen and it's gorgeous and glorious. But yeah, I really like this idea. It's very modern, it's very, I don't know, like industrial kind of, and I really had a bit of an issue like trying to figure out how to do this, because like the roof kept coming in, and I did get there in the end, but it did take me a minute to figure out how to do it. But yeah, I got there in the end. You have to use rooms, and it's all very complicated, but it's actually not. It's just me being, you know, a brain fart. Just like 95% of my life I spend just like, how do I work these things? But I did get there in the end, and it turns out pretty freaking cool, I have to say. So yeah, still going, trying to get the stairs in, trying to get the roof to not come through. Oh my god, it literally took me so long. Oh damn, as you can see. And I ended up, because I wanted the stairs to just like, no door, just like lead straight up into the bedroom, but I ended up having to put like an archway in, which I replaced with a door later on. But yeah. So this build was actually inspired by James, as in the Sim Supply. He's doing a Rags to Riches series at the minute, which is really cool, and he's got a very industrial looking art gallery, and it's very cool, and I was just like, I want that in my life. And so I obviously didn't make an art gallery, I just made a house. And yeah, I really like it, and I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I hope you guys like it too. I really wanted it to be like open windows, like factory type esque like looking. Yeah, so I mean obviously factories don't have like massive windows, but they do have like tiny windows like lining the top to let a lot of light in, so that's kind of what I tried to go for. And this isn't how it actually ends up looking. Like I choose different windows and I replace them and stuff, and yeah, no, it's yeah, it's very factory like, and I like it. So yeah, so just putting in more windows now, because windows are life. Windows are love. What is that from? Oh, that's the Shrek is Life. Yeah, so oops. If you haven't seen that, don't watch it. It's not very nice. It scarred me for life. And anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the interior. I really wanted to go for concrete floors, because again, that's what James did in his Let's Play, and it's really freaking cool. It's so cool, and I love it. And I went with the shiny floors that you can't really tell they're that shiny, but they are super shiny. Like, damn. Like, if you get like close to them, you can see the light reflecting off, and it's so cool. But you can't see that in the video, which is a shame. But if you have Sims 4, and just find it, and you will be surprised at the shine. Seriously, it's so cool. I ended up putting a wall there just to divide off the stairs, because I wanted to put in a cooker, but I also, when I put a cooker in, I don't know if it's just me, I have to have a fire alarm, fire alarm just like near the cooker, and I couldn't, like, I get very like particular about it, and I couldn't fit it in, so I put a wall in, and yeah, that's my excuse. And I wanted to put some cabinets up here just to add something a little bit more exciting, because it's quite easy to make kitchens look boring in this game. Like, if you don't put cabinets in, it's just like, so here's a wall and here's a counter. Da 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 da, and that's life, and that's just like the end of it, so it's kind of difficult, but I got there in the end. And I put these like are they like LED lights? I'm not entirely sure, but those lights, I put them around the kitchen because they provide a lot of light, and I think they're really nice actually. I think, yeah, I just think they go with the room really nicely, kind of industrially looking-y, and yeah, I like it. So I put in, I think I keep the chairs red actually, which is kind of cool. I don't really use a lot of red in builds or anything. It's just not really a huge colour favourite for me. But I did use red chairs. I just think that it's just adds a nice bit of colour into the room. I scaled up this chalkboard because I saw a picture on probably like Pinterest or something where they had a massive chalkboard at the end of their table, and I thought it looked really, really cool. So I stole that idea and I used it in the house, and I think it looks good. I think it's cool and funky and fresh. What am I talking about? I put in wooden panels in the bathroom because I just think it looks so nice. I don't know, I've seen a few times people make kind of, I don't know, like Asian inspired builds, and they use wooden panels in bathrooms, and I just think it looks really nice. It reminds me of like a Zen garden or something. It's so nice. I have no idea what that accent just was there, but you know, yeah, they're nice. Wood paneling in bathroom. Yeah, I didn't really add a huge amount of clutter items in this house, which I usually do, but I just didn't. I thought it looked quite nice being slightly more minimal. There is clutter items in the house, just not a huge amount, and the bathroom, when we finish with it now, is kind of what it ends up looking like finished. It's just very simple, very clean, and just a little bit of colour here and there, and yeah, it's just functional and nice, and it's actually a really big bathroom, but I like it. It's long and thin and delicious. That is what she said, isn't it? So anyway, moving on from that, I added in a desk area, and I really wanted to put like a bookshelf underneath the stairs. My voice throat just went really weird there. Oh, and I realised that at the top you can actually see into the bathroom, which is not what we were going for. So we had more trouble with the roof, but that seemed to figure itself out quite quickly, so that's cool. And yeah, I just kind of extended the bedroom out, and I really like how the bedroom sort of turns out actually, because the house generally is very like open and light and very just clean and modern, and yeah, but the bedroom is a little bit darker, a bit more cozy, and I could just imagine sleeping in there, just having like the best night's sleep, I don't know. And yeah, so just the living area is very much like most of the living areas I do, just like a lot of seating, candles, my favourite books ever, a nice chair, and I did feel a bit weird about having concrete like in the living space. I don't know, it seemed very, because to me like a lounge is very like a comfy area, or supposed to be a comfy area, so to have like concrete was a bit of a strange thing for me. Like, I had a bit of a moment just like, this is very odd. I don't like it. Oh, I merged those two pot plants together. I think that just looks really cool. It just fills the space nicely, and yeah, I just think it looks nice. Little bit of greenery, why not? Just gotta love a bit of greenery. I put in a fruit bowl there because, you know, fruit bowl. I don't really usually use it that much, but I decided to use it, and I really wanted to do something more interesting on this wall because I felt like the room was very like boring and like meh. But I ended up just doing like the stairway and I added a few bits in there, and yeah, I think it turned out nice. So yeah, I just added a door in there for privacy, because obviously if you have guests and stuff, you don't necessarily want them just like going into your bedroom. I don't know. But yeah, so I put in a darker wall colour in here, again, just for coziness, for a bit more, I don't know, I want to say like snuggle, like, you know what I mean? Like just cozy and just, I don't know, just very comfortable. So it's just more closed off, a little bit more private. And the sort of where the bed is, the other side of that wall is like the dressing area, and it kind of reminds me a bit of a walk-in wardrobe. I don't know if you guys remember, but in Sims 3, in Sims 3 they had these, like, what are they called, like clothing rails that would, like, I loved them because I have like an open clothing rail in my bedroom and I love it. I think it just looks really cool. But they don't have those in Sims 4 yet. Like she says, hopefully they will have it at one point, please. But yeah, so I really wanted those, but obviously we don't have them, so I just used those dresses, and I did put a couple of cabinets in. I can't remember if I kept them or not, actually. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Ooh, how exciting. What a surprise. I don't think I do, actually. I think I put a couple of, they do have, like, what are they, like, clothes hangery bits, but anyway, so I decided to put like a little seating area because I didn't really know what to put up in this part of the bedroom. I just kind of put in a bookshelf and a couple of chairs, like mismatched chairs, a couple of lamps, bit of foliage, all the necessary items for a seating area. I feel a bit of greenery and a lamp. And yeah, so actually the way the house is now is kind of really how it's kind of finished off. I did add some more windows into the upstairs because I realised there wasn't any at all, and I just took the, oh yeah, see, I put clothes there. I just took the smaller windows from the downstairs and put them upstairs, just because I felt it needed it. I felt like it just looked a bit bland, especially the walls. Like, I just felt like there wasn't really anything going on, so I put a couple of windows in. So this will all change. Ooh, how exciting! Putting those lights in again. I never like use those lights, I don't think, in Sims 4. So you know, there's just, oh, it's just so exciting. I then realised that this game had deleted a couple of my items, which I really hope that stops happening at some point soon, because it's really irritating. Like, you just like go down, like it always happens when I'm taking screenshots. Like, I'll go into cameraman mode or whatever it's called, and then there'll just be like a million things missing, and it's just the most annoying thing. But I suppose I can live with it. There are worse things going on in the world, but it is a special kind of annoying, you know? I don't know. I don't know if you make videos that might make more sense to you, but I find it really, really irritating. Just added a few items beneath the stairs, just because, I don't know, I think it's nice to have a hallway. The game just jumped there because I left and then came back, and I think this is where I put, oh, I just finished off the roof and stuff, just put in a ledging across the roof, and I've just obviously decided to just have a little break, have a little chill out, just have a moment to myself. Why does this happen in every video? I'm not the queen of editing, let's be real. Like, I'm so, oh dear Lord, what am I doing? Deary me. Will this ever end? Yes, yes, here we are, we're back. Oh man, I'm sorry. Why does it always happen? I always miss that out. And yeah, here we are, adding in windows. They just make the room nicer, more open, but still cozy, which is what we were going for. Just finishing off, I wanted to put a rug there because I felt like there was something missing, but I don't think I ended up putting a rug in there at all, actually, so, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, I did put a rug in. Oh, well, that's a lovely surprise for us all. I decided to change out those pillows. I'm not entirely sure why, because I thought they looked kind of cool, but I think what I was trying to do is not use too much get to work stuff, especially when I don't need it, because I'm aware that not everyone has it, and it's because they are expensive. Like, the expansion packs are ridiculously expensive. I don't know why they are so expensive, but they are expensive as, you know. So just kind of finishing the outside now, really doing the landscaping. I decided to add a couple of like big old rocks there because, you know, I'm all about that rock life and rock and roll, you know what I'm saying? Added a few bushes. Gotta love them bushes. I don't know what it is, like, it just really finishes the house off, in my opinion. And I was gonna put some like cactuses in the rocks, but then I was like, when has that ever happened? When has there ever been a cactus grow out of a rock? I mean, it may have done, but I've never heard of it. So I decided to not go with that, and instead just put some more bushes around. I put in just a barbecue and like some benches, like eating bench, like picnic benches, that's what I was trying to say, in there, just because I wanted to use a picnic bench. I wanted to use it in my last build and I didn't, so I was just like, I will use it this build. Just a little bit of lighting in here, and in a minute I will be putting in just some like dirt, it just really finishes it off. I don't know why, it just makes it look so good. It just, I don't know, it just elevates it. And yes, soon we will be coming up to screenshots, which is very exciting for everyone. Just size that clock down because it was too big and it was covering the windows, and it didn't look good. So here we are, just nearly coming to the end, just putting in some dirt, outlining the whole situation. And I don't know about you guys, I just think it finishes it off so nicely. But yeah, so here we are at screenshots. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed making it. If you liked this video, check out my channel, subscribe if you want to. I've got a few other videos on my channel that are all speed builds and basically the same kind of content as this. Yeah, I hope you guys liked it. If there's anything that you think I should build, if there's any ideas that you have, just leave them in a comment down below. That would be really good to like hear if people have any suggestions for me. And yeah, that's kind of the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, loads of other videos on my channel, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye!